I wanted to talk about why the Yankees should trade for Aaron Bummer of the Chicago White Sox. Now, if you don't know who he is, he's a left-handed relief pitcher for the White Sox, and on the surface, he doesn't look that good, but he is actually like an elite pitcher, and I feel like he will do phenomenal with New York. So I'll read off his stats. This season, in 53 innings, has a 3.71 ERA. Not that good. But when you actually dive into the more advanced metrics, it gets super good. FIP at 2.88, EX ERA at 2.73, and XFIP at 2.68. That is very good. Those stats have higher correlations than your next year's production. So if they say you're going to do better, a lot of the times you do a ton better. And what really intrigues me is his sinker and slider. Now, we all know how good Clay Holmes has been. I mean, fantastic out of the pen, just amazing. Now, Bummer has a very similar sinker to Holmes, just as a lefty. If you know what like observed movement is and spin-based movement, his slider moves the exact same as Holmes's, just as a lefty. And Holmes has been filthy. What makes me even more intrigued about Bummer is his slider moves like 10 inches on average. And Holmes's moves, how much is Holmes's move? Holmes's moves like 4. His slider is filthy, unlike Holmes's, which is just an average pitch. So you have we turned Holmes, who was horrible, into an elite pitcher. What if we get a guy who's actually an average pitcher? The stats say he should be an elite pitcher, and he has the types of pitches that we need to make him really elite. Like, I think we should definitely try to get Aaron Bummer. Again, just another solid lefty. So let's face it, we're not gonna have Britton for a long part of the season. And it's just not, without Britton there. It's Chapman, but he's shaky. We need another elite lefty. And Bummer can be that guy. So the trade that I propose is Alexander Vargas and Wandy Peralta for Aaron Bummer. So Vargas is the prospect in this trade. He's a 19-year-old shortstop. In this season in rookie ball, he's hitting .273 with 3 home runs, 17 stolen bases, in 42 games. He's pretty good. Switch hitter, plays good defense, very quick. But the thing about him is we have so many shortstops. We have Oswald Peraza, who's probably ready next year. Anthony Volpe, who's phenomenal. I mean, miles better than everyone in this farm system. Probably a top 10 prospect in baseball. They have him 15 right now. We also got Roderick Arias, who we're going to sign an international signing period. I mean, he's another high-level shortstop, and he's very young. So I don't really see a spot for Vargas, because Volpe and Peraza are all going to be playing ahead of him. So by the time he's ready, they'll be ready in the majors. And then we're going to have Arias, who's a better prospect. I know Vargas can be pretty good, but we already have so much depth at shortstop that I think he's the one guy I would trade out of that bunch. And, he's going to be pretty good, but he's not going to hurt us that much. And I think Bummer's just really elite. And I think we're probably going to have to give up Wandy Peralta in this deal. I know he's been good. 3.59 ERA for us. That's over that's over his course with 2 teams. He's been even better just with us, but his FIP is 4.5. I mean, he's a guy who I see as a sell high type player. Right now he's probably pitching as good as he's ever going to pitch. It's just a fact. It's going to get worse. So they're probably going to want another lefty in this deal. I mean, they have Bummer signed up for the next 7 years. It's another thing. His contract's dirt cheap. He's making $4 million every single year, Aaron Bummer. and he signed until 32 years old. That's phenomenal. Just like dirt cheap for his level. So I think you'll probably have to give up Peralta in this deal because they're gonna want a pitcher back, and he's a lefty, so those two work together. You know, we get a lefty, we give a lefty, and they get Vargas. I would love to see this deal because I think it will give us another elite left-handed pitcher for the next 5 years on the cheap. Again, $4 million for luxury. I think it's 5 at most. That's not a lot. I mean, Britton's getting 13. So it's absurd. Even if he's a mistake in that sense, we can't really be an overpay at $5 million. Just has to put up like one WAR. He's already worth it. So that is one of my big trades that I want to see. I want to see Wandy, Peralta, and Alexander Vargas for Aaron Bummer. If you like this, then subscribe because I'm going to produce more videos like this about players I want to be traded, signed, everything. If you have a video suggestion, then leave it in the comments below. I'll see you next time.